Hey guys, this is Pastor. Have you seen this? And my name is Alex. I'm a pastor here at Allen Creek Community Church, where we get a video from you guys and we get to comment on it. Whatever you send. Sometimes it's weird, I'll be honest. But we get to comment on it from a pastor perspective, and I really actually enjoy being able to have this dialogue with you. So feel free to hop into the comments, comment all sorts of stuff. Also, feel free to send us something. You come across something when you're in your TikTok abyss and you're just like, man, I wonder what a pastor would say about that. Send it to social@ac3.org and we would love to comment on it, give you some sort of hot take, cold take, whatever you want to call it, from a pastor's perspective. So without further ado, here's a video that someone wants me to comment on.
You ever notice we always refer in the Old and New to the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Abraham, Isaac, not Abraham, Isaac, Ishmael, and Jacob. So that's where the war began, because it was the war between Isaac and Ishmael.
Yep.
The war in the Middle East is more spiritual than anything.
That's true.
Not over territory. In as much in the physical it is, over resources and land in the physical it is, but it's much more spiritual than it is physical. So it dates back from there. But when you look at the scripture, Ishmael did receive an inheritance. Nonetheless, that's why the Muslim people is still a strong people, because they did receive an inheritance. And one of the promises connected to Ishmael is that they were going to be a strong people. This is why the dominating religions in the world are the three Abrahamic religions: the Jewish people, the Muslim people, and Christian. Those are three Abrahamic religions, because the Christian faith, the Muslim faith, the Jewish faith all stem from Abraham. That's why they're the most dominant out of any religious group in the entire world, because of Abraham, because of the promise over his life was that his descendants were going to be like the sand of the sea and the stars in the sky.
Super interesting. Yeah, that's true. The war did originate from Ishmael and Isaac, which was over who was the chosen son to basically succeed Abraham. And the inheritance thing is weird, because my understanding of the inheritance thing was that Ishmael didn't get the inheritance, and that's part of the argument, but I could be wrong on that. But my understanding is that Isaac received the Abraham lineage because he was the son that God promised. So Ishmael was born out of Abraham having sex with Hagar, I believe, and that was the slave woman who was their slave, and his wife told him to, because they were not conceiving a child. And so as a result, this was Abraham not trusting God's promise, because God had promised to Abraham at this point that he would have a son, and that even in his old age he would have a son. But yet Abraham didn't trust God enough, and he tried to take it into his own hands, and that's how Ishmael was born. So with that, Ishmael and Hagar are sent off because he is no longer the promised son. Rather, Isaac is the promised son. And so as a result, we see that this war is a lot more about religion than it is about land. And I think maybe some people don't even realize how religious it is. I don't think that a lot of people realize how religious this issue has been for those people. And I thought it was interesting. He brings up the three Abrahamic religions being the core religions, and I guess that's pretty true. They are the powerhouses of that. And I wonder about that inheritance thing he talked about with Islam. So I'm going to have to look into that. So feel free, watch me. I'm going to comment in this thing about what I find about Ishmael's inheritance. And as I do more research, I'm going to kind of comment what I find. But I would love to hear your thoughts on this, especially if you are super interested in this stuff. So that's my take, that yes, Ishmael and Isaac have issues with each other. Specifically, the lineages of them have issues with each other. So that's that. We'll sign off.